You know, there was a time it was all said that the Luos are very cheap people. Now what ninyi ugu pesa di? You remember this history, isn't it? By that time ninyi ugu pesa di? Has your price gone higher now, or you are still just cheap as you were that time? Look at your neighbor and ask him or her, how cheap is she or him? Because when Opio Wanda is made a CS and Bad is made a CS, you are all over how you are enjoying in this government. You know, the irony is, people from Mount Kenya have got 6 or 7 cabinet positions and over 6 PSS, and they're being treated as if they are in opposition. It is the Luos who are in the government. Who is mad in this arrangement?
Huyu Kasongo jana akilia akisema ya kwamba ati kuna wanaume 5 wanakutana ati kugawa serikali. Huyu Kasongo hana habari, amechanganyikiwa. Unajua tangu alienda pale Kisumu pale Bondo kulia machozi ya uongo akisema atanalia mambo ya Raila. Kalonzo akaenda pale, Mama Aida na wote familia wakasema wanatabua Kalonzo. Huyu Kasongo amechanganyikiwa. Sasa wewe bwana Kibinji,
is that some of these characters have been running around wearing ODM colors, calling themselves founder members of ODM. Mr. Speaker, they say birds of a feather flock together. Those are not our colors. Those are not our people. Those are not our values. The ODM party, Honorable Speaker, is a party that is known for justice. We are the manufacturers. We are the birthers of this constitution.
Ladies and gentlemen, listening to the bishop speak, there is something that you have actually taken out of that speech. This was during the burial of one Annington Raboru, an engineer who jumped off a building and died due to the rares that he had with KRI. Something has caught my eye. There is a time William Ruto thought that actually the people of the Luo Nyanza are so gullible that they will sing to his tune until the year 2027 where they are going to vote him in. But this man has actually opened a can of worms that we all have to look deep into. You know, William Ruto, with the death of Raila Amolo Odinga, he thought now every card will tilt towards his benefit and actually will walk over the united opposition and trump over them and become the president without any compromise in the year 2027. But it turns out William Ruto miscalculated his cards. The Luo Nyanza region people were singing the song of "We Are in Government" because Raila Amolo Odinga was there with them. The moment Raila Amolo Odinga exited the scene, that narrative of tuko kwa serikali died and was forgotten with Raila Amolo Odinga. One thing you should also remember, Raila at no time did he declare that he will support William Ruto in 2027. Now, the people that have the hardest job right now within William Ruto's government are the cabinet secretaries that were given a chance to serve by Raila Amolo Odinga in William Ruto's government. Now, one thing you should remember, it was revealed to us that John Badi, Joho, Oparanya, and Opio Wandai, the time that they got into an agreement with Raila Amolo Odinga, with William Ruto, it was against the will and wish of Raila Amolo Odinga. We were told by Otiende Amolo that Raila came from Dubai to try and see how things will work out. And to his surprise, Junet told him that Mbandi, Opio Wandai, Joe and Oparanya have already entered into an agreement with William Ruto under the ODM and they are currently being sworn in. So Raila Amolo Odinga did not actually sign on this nonsensical cabinet secretary stuff. Raila had to actually join them when they had already made up their mind to join William Ruto. But it was not the will of Raila Amolo Odinga to join William Ruto. So Raila could not actually showcase a divided front in his ODM party, because he knew that the moment people view ODM as a divided front, then the death of ODM will have been announced. Are we together? So he actually acted as if he is the one that had donated these people to serve under William Ruto. But in real sense, Raila had not. And the people of Luo Nyanza backing William Ruto, all that was because Raila Amolo Odinga was there. Because Raila Amolo Odinga was telling them this. But can you actually go back and look at everything since Raila Amolo Odinga died? Look at it from the moment Raila Amolo Odinga died. The state barrier of Raila Amolo Odinga, the visit to Bondo by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the visit to Bondo by Kalonzo Musyoka, the visit to Bondo by other leaders, it has actually defined how the Luo nation or the Luo Nyanza are going to vote come the year 2027. I mean, I have told you, the people with the hardest job are the cabinet secretaries currently of ODM under William Ruto's government. Because they have been given the mandate to actually spin the narrative towards selling the agenda of Raila alituacha kwa serikali. And those that have actually been recruited in that battalion are people like Gladys Wanga, are people like Kasmuel Makore. And right now, you all realize Kasmuel Makore has started singing the narrative that Akina Opondo Kaluma, Kilelesho MCA, Robert Alai, what Akina Sama Tandi are singing. But at the end of the day, these people have only one single vote each. The people on the ground are the ones know who they are going to vote. And I tell you, there is nobody in Luo Nyanza trust. There is nobody in Luo Nyanza who trusts William Ruto. Allow me to remind you and to go to the ones of this bishop. He reminds us that the Luo people have only 2 cabinet secretaries and attorney general in the government. Oduor and Opiyo Wandayi and John Badi. These are the people that are singing tuko kwa serikali, pesa inalala Homa Bay. Tunaelewana? Go to the Mount Kenya region. Mount Kenya region iko na over 6 cabinet secretaries, including housing, ICT, agriculture, environment, tourism. All these come from where? From the Mount Kenya region. Now these cabinet secretaries are within William Ruto's government. The number of permanent secretaries, we cannot even count them, principal secretaries. But hawa ndio wanatritiwa like they are out of the government. Yes, they have the largest share. And they are opposing this government. They are saying hii government ni kufa imekufa na ni kwenda inaenda. Remember, wameshikilia mpaka the docket of trade. Tunaelewana? These are the people wenye mnaambiwa wako outside the government. Yet Mbandi ako pale treasury na Opiyo Wandayi kwa energy, na unaenda unapata huko Alego Usoga hakuna stima. Ladies and gentlemen, it's high time the brothers of the Luo Nyanza to actually wake up from this slumber. Because this slumber is what will actually make you remain, lost forever in this politics. Mtu anaamka leo anawaambia William Ruto ndiye atatupeleka State House. Atapeleka nani State House? Gladys Wanga 2032, mnaona Wanga kaa anaweza kuwa rais? Instead of you supporting Babu Owino to actually grow his portfolio, to actually come and represent the Luo Nyanza in State House, mnatuambia eti Whatever. I mean, this is typical gibberish. And William Ruto is scared. He saw what happened when Kalonzo Musyoka visited the Luo Nyanza. And that spoke in volumes. You heard what James Orengo said. You heard what Mama Ida Odinga said. If there is a man that is principled enough to be compared to Raila Amolo Odinga, is Kalonzo Musyoka. And after that statement, every blogger, every paid hooligan within ODM has been spinning a narrative of trying to ruin the reputation of Right Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka. Because they know if Kalonzo decides to organize a visit or a tour in the Luo Nyanza, and William Ruto and his people stays out of there out of that tour by not hiring goons, William Ruto will actually realize that the people of Luo Nyanza wamefunguka macho this time round. Leave the few minions led by Akina Gaucho and Akina Robert Alai and Akina Kasmuel Makauri telling us nonsense every time that tuliachwa kwa serikali. Mukaachwa kwa serikali na nani? Baba aliwauliza, who told you that we are not going to have a candidate come the year 2027? And that is why Edwin Sifuna has told off the members of UDA ambao wanarukaruka wakitapatapa huku nje that they are actually the founders of the ODM party. Si you actually resign basi kwa vyama vyenu mkuje mjiunge na ODM party. Instead of selling a falsehood narrative, just do what is necessarily required of you. Ladies and gentlemen, ndio mambo yalivyo. I would love to hear your comment on the comment section. See you in our next video.